Okay, so the reason why I had a bolt of inspiration to do this is because since it's my fifth time, I may not be as introductory as I normally would, because I'm thinking it's my fifth time. So I may not have time to introduce all the different areas people come from. Normally I say who's from here and who's from there. But this year we have so much planned in a beautiful way, in a contemplative, presence-filled way. But I'm afraid that there won't be time for a lot of the pleasantries that I normally may have time for. So I wanted to start the sense of community and infuse you with the inspiration of Evolve, because it's only 2 weeks away. I know that in my own life, sorry, something's in my eye. In my own life right now, I'm getting into the gear of Evolve. I really get into it 2 weeks before, and I wanted to just layer your psyche, and plant some seeds so that you could get yourself into the vibration of Evolve. You know, the intention of Evolve is really to be in the presence of a common vibration, of a similar vibration. Most of us go through life not having people who are on this path with us. And when I realized 5 years ago that I don't have too many people on this path, I said to myself, surely there are 50 people out there that will want to meet me, and maybe I can connect with people on this path. And I did my first Evolve, planned the first Evolve, I believe, around the second of the month before it, like the date of the date I started to think about Evolve. I can't remember when I first did Evolve, but I did it the month before. I planned it the month before because I thought 50 people would show up and I would have a community, and I would be in the presence of a vibration that was aligned, because I was missing it so deeply in my own life. So I called my 2 Californian friends and I said, I want to do it in California because it's winter in New York. I think I did it in December. I can't remember, but I'm thinking I did it in December because it was bitter and cold and I wanted to get out and I wanted to be with community. And I said, a small place, we'll do it in a small place because just 50 people, maybe on a beach, a little shack. Anyway, by the time we ended up, it was in this hotel that I'm currently doing it, and a little bit smaller, but I think 275 people showed up. I didn't even know 275 people knew me or had read my books. This was 5 years ago. And that set off a snowstorm of energy that is now Evolve, which I believe you will palpably experience once you're there. And the potential to sit in a room for 3 days with people who are of the same vibration is monumental. People always ask me to make it live stream, and I get tempted because I do want everyone in the world to have access, but I know that that defeats the purpose of why I created Evolve. I created Evolve to harness this vibrational commonality, this vibrational universality that comes when we sit together, when we are together, when we've spent time together, when we've shared, when we've expressed. So it goes against that. So I resist doing that because I must keep true to the integrity of my initial intention. Now, of course, intention can change, purpose can change, and I may change next year. But for right now, it's about being in the presence of this vibrational energy. And that's why I created Evolve. And that's why I still do it. And I'm moved by it. And I'm rejuvenated by it. And by the end of this weekend that you're going to be at, I can guarantee you that you will be a transformed human being. You will not go back the same way. This is no kudos to me. This is kudos to you and the people who will be in this room with you. Because when we spend intentional time, 3 whole days, and then meditation, something happens, the needle moves, and there is a shedding that occurs that then reveals a new layer to yourself. I can guarantee you, and I don't guarantee too many things. I guarantee this, and I guarantee meditation as a life transforming experience. And the reason I can guarantee you this is because I've seen it. I've seen how I am different at the end of every evolve, and how something happens in the room which is unprecedented and unpreempted, right? I cannot plan evolve, right? I can only plan to show up. I cannot plan how things are going to come out of my mouth and how things are going to be received by your ears and by your heart. I cannot plan how defensive the audience will be. I cannot plan how open they will be. I cannot plan who I will offend and who I will not. You can't plan anything. But this is the beauty of coming to an event. Coming to an event, you see, you can watch it in your pajamas at home. Not the same. It is not the same. And that's why I stick true to not live streaming it, even though I could make money off it, because I know that when you shed your skin, you pack your bags, you leave your family, and you make that travel, you take that journey, you are declaring to the universe that I am ready for transformation. I am ready for change. I am declaring, I am committing, I am owning, I am making a sacrifice. I always say that there is no prize without the price, right? This is truly my saying. If anyone else says it, I'm going for copyright infringement, because so many of my sayings get violated out there. But this one I know is mine. So there's no prize of liberation without paying a price. So we pay a price. We pay a ticket price. We pay the price of packing and leaving and organizing and guilt-tripping ourselves for, oh my goodness, I'm taking time on an indulgence which will not result in weight loss, will not result in financial gain, probably, may actually create such an upheaval in my life that when I come back, I will be unrecognizable to those around me. Yes, that is the warning I give everybody. So I'm still going to do this. So that's the sacrifice, right? And then you evolve, right? You evolve. Even the name evolve, I remember, I was thinking I should call it rise and soar and fly and ascend. And then I just came back to, but what is all my work about? What is all my work about? It is about only evolution, spiritual evolution. And I must call it evolve. And guess who's coming this year? Kyle Cease. So Kyle is one of my guests. Now, when I registered Evolve and I did my first Evolve, somebody then told me that, oh my God, Dr. Shefali, oh my goodness, Dr. Shefali, there is another conference called Evolve, and it's called Evolving Out Loud by this guy called Kyle Cease. So immediately I went to look at Kyle Cease's website. I'm like, who's this guy infringing on my right to own Evolve? And I was like, And I kept an eye on this guy, Kyle Cease. I was like, he can't come too close to my Evolve community. I have to keep his Evolve away because I was in ego and separation. Anyway, but I was also fascinated by Kyle Cease because I was like, damn, he talks just like me. I'm like, who's this guy who talks just like me? And, he's too close. Like, move away, Kyle Cease. Taking my name, talking my language. Who is he? But I was very intrigued, right? But I wasn't going to show it. So maybe a few months ago, 5 or 6 months ago, somebody did a Session with me and said, Dr. Shefali, you're exactly like Kyle Cease. So I said, who's Kyle Cease? I didn't, but in my head, I wanted to. And I was like, really? And she said, yeah, you two should meet. So she connected us, boom. Kyle and I were a spark of combustible energy, as you can imagine. And he was just wondering who should write the foreword of his book. And he's like, oh, you've just popped into my life. Will you write the foreword of my book? And I'm like, okay. He's like, but I need it in 24 hours. I'm like, okay. And there you go. I wrote the foreword of his book. And then he's coming to Evolve. Kyle Cease is coming to Evolve. Like, how amazing is that? He is incredible. Incredible. I have to say incredible. Just incredible. A person of my heart. I'm just so excited. And then I have other beautiful guests. I have Kate Northrup. Kate Northrup is just unbelievably real. You know, just down to earth, salt of the earth woman who is out there enlivening and enlightening people. And I said, hey, Kate. So she wrote a book. She asked me to do the foreword. So my exchange is, okay, you come and talk at my conferences. So she's like, oh, damn it. You have to ask for something in return. I said, of course. What is for free? Nothing is for free. I'm not doing things out of my heart. So Kate is coming, and Kate is incredible. Her book is Do Less. And all these guests who are coming, who have books, will be signing and selling their books there. So Kate's book is called Do Less. And Kate's presence is just this simplistic elegance that just brings you into your do less energy. And she just makes everything so clear. So Kate Northrup. Then we have my team of Susie Lula and Roma Ketharpal, who are amazing. You know Susie probably. She is a beacon of equanimity and presence. And she just knows how to talk to the psyche and sift away the clutter and just allow us to enter who we are without pretense. That's just Susie. And then Roma is the CEO of Tools of Growth. And Roma is keeps me on the ball and slaps my wrist every time I curse. You know, she's like, Shefali, this is Roma in the backstage, okay? So this is Roma before I go on stage. First she tells me that my hair is a mess. Then she tells me, you know, next time let me do your makeup. Then she tells me, please, you know, there are people who are seeing you for the first time. There are people who adulate you. They look up to you. They come to ask you for advice about what to do when their kids curse and use expletives. So please, at least for Friday night, try not to curse. And I say, I promise, you know, you're my mother, I promise. I really agree with you. I will not curse. Why would I curse? I have such an extensive vocabulary. Why would I curse? I'm not going to curse. I'm not going to use one four-letter word, one bad word. I will try to transcend, elevate, and be in a different vibration. So they look up to me and adulate me. And of course, I enter some other zone and something happens to me and then some words come out. And then Roma at the end of Friday night, she's like, it's not even day 2. And you said this, and then you said this, and then you said this. And I said, Roma, I think you're mistaken. I couldn't have said all those things. I said all those things. I didn't just say shit, I said bullshit. I didn't say frickin', I said, no, it can't be, Roma. It just can't be. Anyway, so I have my army of people who are policing me. And then I have Mashanda Tifrere, who is the author of this book called Blend, who is going to talk about what it means to overcome the ego when a man, quote unquote, leaves you, and how to parent from a higher place and put the child at the forefront and how hard that is to do. So that's Mashanda. And then I have Shazia. Shazia is this amazing comedian, brilliant artist who I just wrote to, you know how I am. I just write to people online and I go, hey, would you want to come for my event? And she's like, yes. And so she's coming. And then I have, who else do I have? I think that's it, right? And then I have other lovely surprises dabbled in between. So this is Evolve. It starts on Friday. Be there early, hobnob, there'll be refreshments. And then I hope to start by 7:15, and then we go to 10:15. Saturday is 9 to 5. You will be given both refreshments and coffee and breakfast foods and lunch. So don't complain about anything at all. And Sunday, you'll be given lots of things too. And then Monday, I strongly urge you to stay for the meditation, because something happens on Monday, which I believe is a combination of a shedding of all defenses and pretenses. And I show up in a different way. I encourage people to not wear makeup, So we all just are very raw and out of place and hoping no one is taking selfies, which then means that on Saturday and Sunday, y'all will drive me crazy for photographs because y'all don't want to be seen without makeup on Monday. We're only this vain. So then Monday is meditation, and it's just something happens. I don't know what it is called. It's called spirit, it's called force, it's called dynamism, and I never plan it, and it just goes to the heart of our deepest core, because being in silence and being without ego and having shared and shredded and shedded so much during the weekend, that Monday just catapults you into a new way of living, a new way of being in your body that you have never been before. Yes, so I'm only lightly encouraging you to consider you're coming all the way. Stay for Monday. It's incredible. Okay, so how do we get ready for this epic opportunity, right? It's an opportunity. So when I'm preparing, I don't think of it as my event. I don't think of it as anything to do with me, because it really doesn't. It's a collective energy that transports us all into another dimension. Your energy influences me in unbelievable ways. From the moment I get into the hotel lobby, I feel it. And definitely the moment I get into the hall, I feel it. So I'm holding you responsible for how you affect me, because you affect me. And then I affect you, and I affect you, and then you affect me. So it is this very intricate, intimate dance between you and me. And even though I may not know you by name, or I may not know exactly where you came from, or maybe we never have met before, there is something that is in the room. I can feel it in the room that profoundly affects what is about to define this weekend. So you are accountable. You are responsible. Your energy matters. And that's why I'm having this, so that I can kind of maneuver all of us into this high vibrational state, so that we bring our best self. We bring our highest self. I know I'm going to. I prepare myself in the food I eat, and how I exercise, and how I sleep, and how I meditate, and how I enter the energy flow to both give you, but also to receive from you, to hear you, and to understand what your state of consciousness is, so I can best be of service. But I'm also here to give. And I must give at the highest possible consciousness that is within my range. And every evolve, for people who've seen me from day one, will know that I have evolved, just like you've evolved. And every year I bring a new evolved state to the stage. So many times people say, but I've already been there for, 3 evolves. What is Shefali still Shefali? Oh, I'm sorry to say, no one is the same. And I am definitely not one of those people who stays the same year by year. I mean, I have been through profound changes this year, but I say this every year because I am a constantly evolving being. So who you see this evolve is not anybody you've really known before, because I'm completely a new human being. So are you. So together, we are going to create an opportunity for the collective, for the global good of all. So I need you to do a few things to get ready. So the first thing I need you to do is to understand that you are being given a profound opportunity by you. You have gifted yourself a profound opportunity to enact an unprecedented transformation within yourself, to ignite an unprecedented series of changes within yourself. When you understand the gravitas of that, you may feel many things. One of them is, I don't deserve this. Why am I allowing myself to receive this gift? I don't deserve this. I shouldn't be leaving my children and my partner behind to go become a more conscious parent, right? I shouldn't abandon them to go become a more conscious parent. I'm not deserving of an unprecedented opportunity to to evolve. I'm not that worthy. You know, maybe I haven't even completed my bachelor's degree, or maybe I just put on 10 pounds, or maybe I just yelled at my kids all of last week. So how am I worthy? So I want you to understand that this guilt that we feel is one of the many emotions that are going to come within these next 2 weeks, because we are not used to evolving. We're not used to placing self-growth at the pinnacle of our experience. We're not accustomed to this. You see, growth is self-growth. Self-growth is not on the curriculum of life. Self-growth is not on the curriculum of marriage. It's not on the curriculum of any career. It is on the frill, on the fringe, on the extraneous, on the ad-lib part. It says, if I remember to, maybe I will self-grow. But evolve will show you that self-growth is the pinnacle of our life experience. You are here to evolve. If there's anything you're here to do, is evolve. And you will understand more what that means at Evolve. It touches upon you realizing that all of your life experiences come down to one thing: you shedding the ego, shedding the false layers of yourself to arrive at your truest, most clear, authentic sense of who you can be moment by moment. And it is ever transforming. It never is static. It is dynamic beyond belief. And your capacity to live as a dynamic, ever transient, transformative being is the point of it all. So any guilt you're feeling is misplaced. It's put upon you by culture that says you should go earn money, you should go work hard, you should go sacrifice yourself for others. But this is for you. This is an indulgence, an opportunity, a rare gift that you are giving yourself. I'm so proud of you, because you somewhere understand that you need to evolve, that you need to grow. You are worthy, you are deserving. So any guilt you feel, understand, it is the voice of a conditioning. It is a voice of the inner critic within you that has been indoctrinated from the outside and you have made your own. It is the voice that tells you you are not worthy, that you don't deserve this, because the ego knows that when we grow, the ego loses its place in the hierarchy of our mind. And the ego doesn't want to lose its place. So it tells you, don't go, don't grow, go, let's go lose weight. Let's go earn money, the things of the ego. But just to grow, the ego knows when you come back, it's going to have to shrink. And the ego wants to put up a valiant fight. We must love the ego for that, right? The ego wants to stay. But we are not here to battle the ego, but we certainly are here to say goodbye to it, to let it be silent in our lives and discover what it means to live a life with a silent ego. So you are worthy. I can't tell you not to feel guilty, because I don't believe in saying don't or you shouldn't. I will just say watch that guilt when it comes and understand that Dr. Shefali said it's normal. Dr. Shefali said it's the voice of your ego. So watch it, let it sit next to you, but don't let it take over the driver's seat. You are in the driver's seat finally of your destiny. You are allowing yourself to sit in the throne of your own existence, to own your own majestic presence, that you are the ruler of your own life. It's weird, it's surreal to believe that possibility, that only you get to carve your destiny, that there is nobody you need to ask permission from, nobody who needs to give you approval. It's a bizarre concept, because we have been trained to believe we are here in the service of the ego, the other, the external, and we cannot live abundant lives, right? Capitalism thrives on us living in lack, and Evolve will teach you to touch abundance and ruin capitalism, right? So it's anti-capitalism, anti-culture, anti-mainstream, which brings me to the second point. Expect the unexpected. Be open. I am non-traditional. I am, you could call slightly offensive to people who have mainstream ideals, but I try to do it in a gentle way. I will shake you. I will break you. I will annoy you. I will frustrate you, because every time I hit upon something that you are holding tight to and I'm trying to loosen, you're not going to be happy. but that's okay. I'm ready for you. I'm not scared. This is what is expected in the evolutionary process. I'm used to it. I'm able to handle you. I will hold you with love while I shake you up. So prepare to be shaken up. You're not coming to be entertained. You're not coming to be coddled. You're coming to transform. And transformation takes a reverberation. It takes a shaking. All those weeds have to go, no? So when you dig the ground to clean out the weeds, you're messing it up. So I'm going to mess you up a little bit, just a little bit. But we'll have great wine if you come for the cocktail hour. I promise I'll serve you great wine to soothe you, calm you down. And you can eat a lot of chocolate, bring chocolate, anything to soothe you, because you will be unsoothed a little bit. So prepare to expect the unexpected and be open. Yes, this is what I request you to do. Be open to being shaken. I'm not going to tell you don't be shaken. I'm going to tell you be prepared, be open to a new experience where your entire worldview may undergo a revolution. Be open. Be ready to hear things that you may never have heard, to think in a way that you may never have thought, to just go, huh? If you just sit there with your mouth agape, my job is done. If you just sit there and go, what did she just say? What did she just say? Really? That was a lie? That was false? That was total crap? That was a fairy tale? If you're just open to the possibility of being in a state of not knowing, of all that you knew, now you don't know, I would have done my job. Okay, and number 3, the thing you need to be the most open to is to make friends. Now that sounds so cliche, make friends. I don't care about you really making friends. What I care about is that you understand that finally you are in a community of people who are like you, who want to evolve. So I don't care if you don't make a friend, but I want you to feel what that feels like to be in a community of like-minded vibration. It is a rare thing indeed. And when you leave Evolve and go out into the real world, it will be a shocking, epileptically shocking, paralytically shocking, catastrophically shocking experience when you go back into the real world and you see the contrast of those who you hung out with to those who are out there. It will be a little bit unnerving. So when you're in Evolve and you're surrounded by this energy, embrace it, feel it. There's not a single person you cannot go up to and eat lunch with on their lap. There's not a single after consent, yes? There's not a single person that you cannot go hug after consent. There's not a single person that you cannot say, hey, I don't know anybody. Can I come and hang out with you? Everybody there is for you. So you will rarely find a place where everybody is for you. Just don't go sit in the VIP seating because that's not for you. No, I'm kidding. If you're in the special crowd and not in the VIP crowd, just don't sit in those chairs because those VIP people, they are a little bit snobby, They want to sit in the front. And so sometimes I have the distinct devious plan to mess up the VIPs and make them sit at the back, but then why ruin my source of income, no? But I would love to do it one day just to mess them up. So you are here to connect. You are here to embrace. You are here to absorb. You are here to really revel in the experience that human to human connection can be immediate, palpable, deep, profound. We humans don't know how to connect out there because it's a scary world. It's a world that tells us we need to have boundaries and we need to be insular and isolated and we need to be in nuclear families with my family and your family and my race and your race and my religion and your religion. Well, in this room, which you will be at on Friday, those barriers don't exist except in your mind. So for a change, you get to go up to any human being you like and say, hey, I want to know you. I like your energy. I think you're cool. You know what? Something about you intrigues me. Or You remind me of my ex-mother-in-law, and I want to explore that. Do you mind? Like, your energy is really like her, and I still haven't gotten over how much I do not like her. So can you help me? You can do all sorts of crazy things that you would never dream of doing outside in the real world. Though this is the real world, right? That's the fake reality. But this is the microcosm of a new reality that we want to build and create. So never in your life will you be able to go up to anybody. And here you can. So come open to be talked to share, even if it's out of your comfort zone, even if it's something that you do not want to do. My daughter is laying on my lap asking me to not go and wants to know if you can just come to our house. Yes, I would. If your mother knows how to cook really well, I would. I told her that mommy needs this time to learn and become the best me for the world and you. She then said, okay, thank you so much for allowing your mommy to come be with us. We will take good care of her, and I promise you when she comes back, she will be a better mom. So allow yourself the opportunity to be talked to, be open, be receptive in your energy, and say hi to everybody. Like, talk to people. You won't get this experience again. So this is what it means to have community. This is what it means to be connected and to be real and to show up knowing that you're safe, knowing that this crowd is probably the highest conscious crowd you will ever find outside of a meditation retreat or a similar retreat. This is the highest. I am very privileged because I self-select people, right? I surround myself with the highest consciousness. This is why I created Evolve, because I wanted, out of selfish reasons, to be surrounded by people I wanted to be surrounded with and not with people I didn't. So I created Evolve. And now you are a part of it. You are very much an integral life force of Evolve. And once you are part of it, it is now going to be part of you, and you will indent it with your signature for the next few Evolves. You will create a legacy just by being there. So I thank you. I'm excited to see you. Rebecca's asking if her 15-year-old daughter can attend. I believe she can handle it. So yeah, I think 15 is okay. My daughter is 16 and she will be attending. So I definitely can't curse too much. That sucks. Let me rethink whether she should come. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, Greta's daughter is going to be there. My daughter is going to be there. I don't know how long they'll stay and how quickly they will bail, but your daughter, I think, can handle it. So that's wonderful. So Greta wanted to be here, but Greta is actually at her daughter's school trying to sell tickets. She said, watch, when I come back, I would have sold 7 to 10 tickets. So she's doing grassroots spreading of the message. And I want to ask you all, I have 50 seats left. So here's what Greta and I thought we would do with you. Spread the word if you so desire, if you so feel moved, if you think there's a neighbor, a friend, a mother, a school, a teacher who could do better with Evolve, spread the word. If you know that they bought a ticket and you know that a few of your people bought tickets, send your name to me with the people who bought tickets. And the person who sells the most, it's a form-based world, will get a free session with me. So I'm 50 seats away from filling to capacity. Spread the word. It's grassroots. I don't hire people to do Facebook ads. I don't hire marketing people. I don't hire agents and what are they called? Like PR people. It's a team of volunteers, the same volunteers I've had since Evolve #1. We are the best team and we just know what to do. And it's a grassroots movement. And there's nothing fancy in who I attract and how I attract it. It's literally mouth to mouth. And I never know how people come to me or how they hear about me because all I have is Facebook. And this year I started Instagram, but people who know me for a long time, I have not had an Instagram till literally since June, an active Instagram. So I've just done it on Facebook. That's it. And that's all we need, because what we need is a heart, and we need people who believe in the message and understand that it's pivotal that this message spread so that more of us can live in a liberated way, right? We deserve it. I am so excited to have you with me under my auspice You are my guests, and I am going to hold you, journey with you, take you and transport you to new places with your consent, with your participation, and together we will be more liberated, more empowered, and untethered. So excited. So share Evolve with your friends. You know, if maybe you want to share this video, you could. I'm giving you permission. Get the excitement going. It's contagious. It's phenomenal. It's worth it. You are worth it. We are worthy. And let's make Evolve 2019 the best Evolve yet. We always say that. And every year we say, next year is not going to top this. But it doesn't have to top anything. It just needs to be its own unique experience, because each crowd is a unique amalgam of a different combination, which is just perfection the way it is. So 2 more weeks. I see you there. Spread the word. You can share this video if you want. I can't wait to see you. Talk to your guilt. Talk to your unworthiness. Tell your guilt and unworthiness that their days are numbered. You will come back a liberated human being. Be open for the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. Be ready to be curious. Be ready to say, I don't know. Be ready to meet a new you. I will see you all 2 weeks. Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight.